Hi, my name's Ray Frankum from Huntsville, Ontario, Canada. I live in up north of Toronto, about 2.5 hours, and bought myself Norwood Mill. I have a lot of trees, and I have a wife that does some custom sign work, and I've done cutting for myself. I've done some tabletops, end tables, things like that. Also a contractor, doing a little bit of contracting work and being able to custom build beams and custom build stuff to do outdoor screened-in porches and sheds and etc. Was just an option that I decided I was going to take that venture. With Norwood, I wanted to go with a company that had been in the industry long enough. All the videos and things that I had seen on the Norwood site as far as the strength of the mill and what it could produce, and I liked what I seen when I went there, the way I was treated, the way everything went. I wanted to have a custom mill so that I could do stuff 20, maybe 22, 24 feet. They right away said, yes, you can, we can design that, we can do that for you. I chose to go with a HD36 with hydraulics. Very powerful hydraulics. I was pretty impressed with that. With lifting the logs and stuff like that. I put some pretty big logs on here. Hands down, doesn't struggle one bit with it. I've got the spinner on here, which it actually spins a log. That'll actually lift, spins a log, holds a log. Back here you'll see the hydraulic lifts for the rollers. So with those there's a couple of good features with those. One being you can position the log a lot easier if you're working by yourself a lot. The other thing with it is if you get a log that's not quite perfect where you want it, you can lift one end or the other end and kind of get it level and do your cut. You've got to remember to drop those after you're done with your first cut. But it is a good system and it does work really well. As far as running the hydraulics and running the mill, it's just take your time, slow and steady. Same thing with the cutting with the mill, and if you're going a little bit too fast, it's going to let you know, and if you're not going fast enough, it lets you know. It's all learning and listening to your machine. Around in my area here, the softwood is something that nobody wants. Everybody rejects that stuff. So having the mill and being able to go around and pick this material up and turn it into useful stuff it was important to me. It saves it getting burnt and just tossed out and not being used for anything. And you can use it for so many different varieties of stuff, furniture building, you know, small gazebos, things like that. Obviously you can see the bugs around here. Gazebos are a very important thing. Just stuff that you would normally, you go to the lumber store to buy it. It's nice to be able to just make it yourself. The pieces that I cut off, I'll use those for spacers, which everything gets used, so you're not really getting rid of any of the lumber that you're cutting. You're always using it the most you can and get the most ability out of every log you get. The other thing I like, when you're milling your lumber, you're getting real 2-inch, you're getting real 6-inch. You're getting a lot stronger material, bigger, beefier material, and I like working with it. Like if you need that 12 inches, a 6-inch wide by 12-inch beam, you can cut that yourself. You're not running to getting somebody to custom cut that for yourself. So being able to do that is a big plus, especially if you're in the contracting business, which we are. It's not just milling lumber, it's milling quality custom furniture stuff as well. So there's a lot to say for having your own mill and being able to do your own stuff and seeing the quality of the lumber that you're going to end up with.